All right, today let's begin the hands-on for the matrix and dashboard. So in this demo, we'll be creating sample bugs and user stories in Azure boards, right? And then we'll be simulating this in real workflow so that our dashboards will be able to display the data, right? So let's begin the hands-on in our Azure DevOps now. So first things first, in order to get started with dashboard, we got to enable it. Please note, by default, it might not be enabled. So once the project, in our project, we need to go to our project settings in the bottom left-hand corner. Now here, if we look, we have the dashboard. And please make sure to enable or switch on everything, just like what's shown here. Edit dashboards, create dashboard, delete dashboards. If anything is turned off or you don't have the permission, right, you got to be admin or the owner of your subscription in order to do it. So if it is not there, you might face difficulty with doing this hands-on. So please make sure this is turned on. And next step, we need to go to our Azure board. This is very important step because as of now, our Azure board is empty, right? So in order to pull the data, we need something. We need to create some work items so that it will flow in the our dashboards when we create. So we need to create some dummy issues which are in progress or done, right? So that because otherwise our dashboard will be empty. It won't show anything. Let's give it out like Power BI dashboard generation or something like that. Let's save it. Quickly I need to move it to doing or something, right? I'll quickly create more issues like this so that issues in different state. Next will be like Nexus repository patch, something like that. In the description, upgrade as an admin. Let's say I try to upgrade the Nexus repo patch and fix the issues, right? Let's save it. Let's move it to it's okay. All right, it's in to do. Looks good. Back to the work items. So we are now with two. Now next, create another issue. I'll give Sonar Cube upgrade version or version upgrade or something like that to make so that the task looks like someone needs to upgrade the Sonar Cube version. Upgrade Sonar Cube version to latest, and let me save it. Then let's say this task is already done. So this is a dummy because I want to because the more data is there here in the work item, done will not show here, right? The more data is here with a time, the more it will show. Last we can give other like Jenkins issue, a pipeline issue or something. I can give pipeline issue. There's issue with the pipeline. This again we can give effort, something like that, because there will be parameters in the dashboard, efforts and all. If we don't specify, then we can't filter based on that condition. Again, I'll be put in doing. So now let's move to our boards here. So now our board will have some data here, right? Now it's looks like some project is going on. So now let's get started with our board, right? I mean the dashboards and all. So in order to create a dashboard, I'll go to the overview, and here I have a dashboard. So by default, one dashboard is already created, the default one, the overview one. If I click here twice, I'll get the overview one, which is already created. But now let's say I want to create another one from the scratch. I need to click on new dashboard here. Let's give a name to our dashboard, something like um project dashboard, I mean DevOps dashboard or something. Now here we can select automatically refresh that dashboard every 5 minutes, right? So it will be updated in almost real time. So next is the dashboard type. So whether you want team dashboard or the project dashboard, how you want. So in team dashboard, uh, team admins can edit or manage the dashboard, right? Everyone can view the dashboard. Only the admins can edit and manage. In project dashboard, uh, when as mentioned, like when users and groups can edit and manage this dashboard, everyone can view the dashboard, right? So let's create one team dashboard. I'll click on um, create, because just now remember we created the like the team, or it will by default take your project name. That is, our project name is Cloud Guru Amit dashboard, and the team it will take. Let's click on create. So here, if we look, the dashboard are customizable. If I click on add widget, so dashboards are completely customizable here. It's customizable canvas where we can add widgets. Team scope ensures the data reflects in the right group. So first, let's try it with the cumulative uh, flow diagram, that is CFD. I'll write something like CUMU. So cumulative work diagram, it's appeared. I'll click on add. If you look here, it appeared in this way. So we can customize the size. If I go here, configure, right? Currently it's showing 0 because it hasn't configured. Every time we create one dashboard, we need to configure it. So let me explain what CFD does. So cumulative flow diagram, that is CFD, visualizes flow of work. Basically, it highlights, CFD highlights bottlenecks like too many items stuck in active state, right? So here on the width, we can give any name to our CFD, but it is the default name. Width, we can adjust the width and height anytime. If I select 2, see, it's something like this. It's 4, it's something like this. So how we want to customize, it's up to us how we want it, right? And again goes the height, if you want big or small. So for me, 2 cross 2, for now it looks good. Then here, what do you want to uh, uh, use for the matrix? We don't have epics. Remember, we created issues in the Azure board. I'll click issues, and there are like the what kind of lanes. I'll select all, right? All the lanes it will, and the color, what color you want, purple, red, how you want. So for now, blue is good, the color. These are all customizable. I'll click on start, I mean add. So for now, if we look, it will refresh in a short while, right? 5 minutes we have mentioned, but till that time, let's duplicate this tab. And now let's go to our Azure board here. I'll add work item, then some issues as well. Then uh, let's see Nexus life cycle version issues, or I can like let's us we need to assign it. Let me assign it to myself. Effort, let's say it's a 6-pointer task. I'll click on save. So now let's move it to something like doing. I'm doing this task. Now let's try to add some more items here. So now we are just trying to club all this, right? So now let's try to bring some more items, like new work item, issues, like bid bucket, roll back. Let's say current version is not working, I need to roll back to older version. So roll back to older version. In real life project, please make sure that the I mean, sorry, not the discussion but description, we need to please make sure whosoever is picking the task understands what we needs to be done. So let's click on save. So please make sure every work item is assigned. So I'll be quickly doing it. Let's go to the board. I'll quickly assign this to myself. All right, once all the items are assigned, I'll go to my dashboard here. I may need to refresh it because the data will be, see, the data started flowing now. See, done is one, right? Because if I look here, the done is one and these are doing, this is to do. So this has started, the data started flowing. We can see doing is this thing, right? So we have the matrix here and the keys here, what it's shown. So CFD has started tracking the things. We have work items, average count, what's there, right? So now let's click on edit. Let's say I want to edit this canvas and add more dashboard. I'll go to edit here. Now let's say I want to add cycle time widget, right? Cycle time, we have cycle time. Let's click on add. Now again, let's say I want cycle time somewhere uh, in a smaller view or something, maybe, right? So cycle time thing is the by default is something looks like this, right? Then we need to make sure to select the correct work items which we want to track. Then the criteria. Remember we had efforts field I had shown you previously, right? The effort, if I go back here in some, if you look, effort is there, right? 6 and all. So I can give mention efforts and rest, but for now let's go back and let's say I want to add any kind of filter criteria where effort equal to 6. I want to track only 6. So as of now it's showing 0. So this is how we can customize these things, right? If we want to add any kind of criteria or delete it, so we can also do it. So now start date, if you want to start from next day onward, it will start. If you want from today, it's fine. So for now, let's save this. So this is all about our cycle time widget. So cycle time basically tells us how fast we execute once work begins, right? So there is one issue we can see, started or completed. In real life projects, this will be more dynamic, the more timeline and more everything. Since I have just started everything from the scratch, it's showing like this. Now, last but not least, let's maybe add another widget for the time to recovery widget, right? So we need, it will be under like kind of build kind of thing, build or it comes under build or release matrix. All right. So let's first add the lead time. Lead time widget is here. If we type lead, it will appear here. Let's click on add. So lead time is here, right? So if we select here the lead time, so this is what it looks like. That is what we have already done. Remember previously here, the cycle time, lead time we have added. Looks good. So for now, let's delete this. So this is how we delete things if you want to clean up the board or the dashboard. And if you want something like release pipeline or deployment status, we can also use this. But I have the code written for you as homework. There are some YAML codes I have written, so which you can test and make use of the other dashboards. Something like release pipeline or deployment status, it will be helpful. Then also some important burn down charts. This is for now not required, but you can add burn down charts as well here for the dashboard. So basically, something like this, the graph appears again. We can configure anything here, whatever we like, the plot, time, end date, start date, right? Show completed task, right? Show reserved work completed, everything. What how we want to customize, uh, it's up to us, right? So looks good. Let's quickly save it. And that's how like all about the dashboard. So I'll giving you the overview. Like, let's now wrap up the things. So dashboard helps us track. Dashboard gives us a complete uh, view of both process efficiency and system reliance. We can use it in sprint retrospectives to continuously improve our DevOps practices. So that's what it goes. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in our next lecture.